Okay, good days. Today we would like to discuss about should Malaysian government cancel its most of the mega project, and in this case we especially look at the KL Singapore high-speed railway projects, or short form is called HSR. Okay, first of all, if you look at the PowerPoint, you will see that there are altogether 7 stations along the this KL Singapore high-speed railway, and from nearby Putrajaya all the way down to JB, then later on to Jurong East, Singapore. So you can see that altogether they pass through 7 stations. Of course, the main one is KL and also Singapore. And what is the benefit of having this KL Singapore highway? Okay, of course, the main purpose is to cut down the travelling times. As if you use a traditional travelling mode, for example, like driving car, you will see that it will take about 4 to 5 hours of driving to Singapore. And beside that, we also can consider about flight. Flight will take about 3 hours, including of check-in, check-out. And the last one is taking train or bus. It may take about 5 to 7 hours. And high-speed railway only takes 30 minutes. That's the main strength of having this high-speed railway from all the way from KL to Singapore. There are 3 types of services available. One is direct service, which is from KL straight away to Singapore or Singapore to KL. Another one is one-stop service, which is stopping at this Iskandar Puteri to Singapore. Last one is domestic services, which link all the 7 stations of KL, from KL to, let's say, JB. So generally, we would like to look at the impact of cancelling high-speed railway. If we cancel the high-speed railway, of course, the main benefit is the government can reduce its debt problem, because now we know that the government is having debt problem, which is very serious. According to this finance minister, saying that the debts, including of the guarantee, is about 1 trillion ringgit Malaysia, and this high-speed railway project itself will cost about 72 billion. So if we cut down this high-speed railway, perhaps government can save a substantial amount of money when we are in a financial crisis. Okay, the second point of that we'd like to share with you all is on the airline industry. If we cancel these projects, and the main beneficiary will be airline business, because airline business, they are making a lot of money from this KL Singapore routes. If we cancel this one, then airline company will get the benefit from this. And if you look at the PowerPoint file, you will see that there are 7 stations along this high-speed railway. Namely, it's Iskandar Puteri, Batu Pahat, Muar, Seremban, Sabang, Melaka, Bandar, Malaysia. And what we can see is if we were to cancel this one, the development, especially the property development and those that sent with this station as center, they will be affected. Because last time when they're trying to promote their properties, when they're doing sales, they promised that we are going to high-speed railway, and these are the stations that will get the benefit, and those people who stay around this station, they will get to be able to perhaps work in Singapore quite conveniently, and this is the main selling point. But now the developer may be facing problem, and there may be some lawsuit cases happen against the governments and so on. That's one possible thing that may happen. Another thing that may happen is North-South Highway, because if we were to cancel these projects, then North-South Highways, people will still be using it for traveling, and then they are, especially a company like Plus, they will be making money from this. Another main beneficiary from this deal is our KTM, which is the train company of Malaysia, KTM. They also get the benefit, because some people will still be using the train service from KL all the way down to Singapore. And lastly is the bus services. Bus is another very popular mode of transportation from KL to Singapore, and they also will get a benefit from cancelling of this project. But all in all, now the government, instead of cancelling, the government is talking about postponing. So, but we don't know how many years it will be postponing, but this is what we can analyze. If you were to cancel or postpone the project, and this will be something that they will get affected. Another sector we will look at is constructions, because the construction sector, as we know that they are the one that build the highway and all this. So the contractor, all this may be affected, and also the workers that work for these companies, they also be affected. So if the project was to cancel or to be postponed. So of course, if you look at the benefit, if you were to build all this highway, this high-speed railway, all the station, then mainly these people will get a job, and then the project will be developed, and then a lot of people get a benefit. And if you look at the benefit of this, it will be lost if you cancel the project. So this is what we can see. When the government trying to cut down this spending, the government have to reconsider about this project, because these projects may bring a lot of benefit, especially in terms of tourism. But if you were to cut down this one, a lot of people will lose a job, and according to estimation, about 70,000 jobs may be lost due to this delay or cancellation of this project. So we will be losing this one if we were to cancel or postpone the project. And as we all know, a lot of Malaysians workers, especially in Johor area, they are working in Singapore. So when they are living in Singapore, they could be living in a very paying high cost of staying in Singapore. If we can have this high-speed railway link up, then they do not have to be like this. They will be able to live in Malaysia and traveling by high-speed railway, for example, from Bandar Puteri all the way down to Singapore with very short time. Then they will be more willing to do that. Another thing we also know that is Singapore and JB and Singapore is famous for traffic jam, especially along the causeway. So we can have the high-speed railway, for example, only build the Bandar Puteri to Singapore. If we only build that area, then in particular it will resolve a lot of traffic problem in the causeway, whether it's first link the causeway or the second link. It will help a lot in that sense. So this is what we can see in terms of tourism, and also the working people who work in Singapore, they will be affected if we were to cancel this high-speed railway. So in general, what we want to share with you all is this project brings some benefit, it also brings cost. So at the end of the day, whether the government should delay or postpone the things, we have to really seriously consider its cost and also compare to the benefits. And if the benefit really outweighs the cost, then perhaps the governments can consider to continue this project rather than cancel it out. That's my conclusion. Okay, thanks for watching.